Hi there, intertwined art friends. It's Kim Denny here, and today we are going to make the next square in our Like a Boss blanket series. This is the hat square because we know as a busy professional and a busy mom and a busy whatever it is you do, you wear many different hats, so this is just a little nod to honor that. So this is the 15th. We do have 24 squares in this series, and here are some of the previous ones that we've done. You can find all of these on intertwinedart.com as free written patterns, and they are also all here on the YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to both so that you don't miss a thing when the next ones come out. I made the hat to match the shoe that we did previously, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use 3 different colors of yarn for this. We're going to start off with, they call it black currant, I call it purple. This is Lily Sugar and Cream Cotton. That's what I like to use. Of course, you can use any type of yarn that you would like for this project. We're also going to use a size H 5mm hook, and we're just going to start by casting on with a slip knot here, and then go ahead and chain 12. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then starting in the second chain from the hook, so count 1, 2, we're going to go ahead and do 11 single crochets back. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then don't turn your work here. We're going to just keep working in the round. So we are going to work 11 single crochets down this unworked side of the original chain. This can be a little bit tricky until you get used to doing it. So just take your time and work your way into that first stitch. Just lift up the loop that you see there and do a single crochet as normal. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and don't miss that last one. It can be a little bit tricky. Make sure you grab that last one for number 11. Now we're going to go ahead and slip stitch, we're going to work 2 single crochets here. So start off just in the next stitch by working 1 single crochet and then another in the next stitch. And then in the next stitch goes a half double crochet, and then another half double, and then a double crochet, another double crochet in the next stitch, a third double crochet in the next stitch, and then we're back to a half double crochet, another half double crochet in the next stitch, a single crochet in the next, another single crochet in the next stitch, and here we're doing a slip stitch to join. So just do a slip stitch into that first stitch of the previous round, and then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now for this next row, we're going to start out by skipping the first stitch. So skip that first little stitch right there. And then we're going to do a single crochet, a half double crochet in the next, then we're going to skip a stitch, and then in the next stitch we're going to do 4 double crochets all in the same stitch. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4 double crochets all in the same stitch, and then we're going to do that again in the next stitch. So here goes 4 more. Here goes 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then do that one more time in the next stitch. So 4 more double crochets. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to skip a stitch. Just pull back on your stitches here so you can see where the next stitch is, because sometimes those cover it up. So we're going to skip that one. We're going to do a half double crochet in the next, and then a single crochet in the next stitch. And then we're going to do a slip stitch in the following stitch, and then chain 1 and turn. Now, once again, we're going to skip this first stitch, and we're going to start in the second, and we're just going to do 15 single crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then we're going to just continue working. So don't turn here. We're just going to continue working. In the next stitch, I want you to slip stitch and then chain 3. Or I'm sorry, that was a slip stitch there. And then we're going to chain 1. And then slip stitch in the next stitch and chain 3 here. So that was a slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch, now chain 3. And in the same stitch, I want you to complete 3 triple double crochets. So to do that, we're yarning over 3 times, insert, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again, yarn over, pull through 2 a third time, and yarn over and pull through 2 a fourth time. So we're going to do 2 more of those in that same stitch here. So yarn over, yarn over, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And then 1 more of those in this same stitch, yarn over 3 times, pull through 2 each time here, and this is a triple double crochet. So now what we're going to do is in the next 10 stitches, we're going to place 3 triple crochets in each of the next 10. So we're going to be completing 30 triple crochets here, 3 in each stitch. So here's 1, and for the triple crochet, you yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And here's the third one in that same stitch. Now we start on the next stitch with number 4. And these are all triple crochets. Number 5 goes into that same stitch. Number 6 goes into the same stitch. Number 7 goes into the next stitch. Number 8 goes into the same one. And number 9 goes into the same. Number 10 goes into the next stitch. Number 11 into the same. and number 12 into the same. In the next stitch is number 13, 14, and 15. In the next stitch is number 16, 17, and 18. In the next is number 19, number 20, and 21. Number 22 goes into the next stitch, and so does number 23 and number 24. $25 goes into the next, 26 and 27, and numbers 28, 29, and 30 all go into the next. In the next stitch, we're going to do those triple double crochets again. We're going to do 3 of them in this stitch. So that one, you yarn over 3 times, 1, 2, 3, insert, we'll start over here, yarn over, yarn over, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2 again. So that's 1. We're going to do that again in the same stitch. And 1 more for 3 of these in the same stitch. Then we're going to chain 3 and slip stitch into that same stitch. And now slip stitch into the next stitch. And then grab your scissors because we are done with the hat. So leave a nice long tail for sewing and then pull that through your working stitch, pull it tight, and the hat is complete. So next we are going to make the little ribbon that goes around it. And all those triple stitches, triple crochets gave us that nice ruffling at the bottom of the hat. So it'll create a nice effect for us. So let's go ahead and grab the black and go ahead. This is super simple. Start with your slip knot on your hook here and then go ahead and chain 15. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then starting in the second chain from the hook, go ahead and single crochet back 14. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And that is it for the ribbon. So go ahead and leave a little bit of a tail for sewing. Clip that, pull that through your working loop, pull it tight to fasten off, and that is done. And finally, we are going to make the little rosette, and this is the same one that we did on the high heel. So if you already did that, you'll be familiar with that. Super simple here. Go ahead and grab your hot green yarn and cast on with a slip knot and start by chaining 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then start in the second chain from the hook and single crochet and double crochet in the same stitch. And then in the next stitch, double crochet and single crochet. And in the next one, single crochet and double crochet. And we're just going to keep alternating this pattern across. So the next is double crochet and single crochet, then single and double. The next one gets double and single. And so just keep repeating that pattern all the way across. Single, then double, then double, then single, then single, then double, then double, then single. And while the video is continuing on with that, I will remind you that you don't have to just use these appliques for the blanket that we're doing here. These would be great on if you were making bags or pillows, or if you wanted a cute applique to put on a garment, it would be nice. You could turn these into dishcloths, washcloths, trivets. Some of them can be used as a large mug rug that is big enough to set your mug and maybe your stirring spoon that you use to put your creamer in your coffee, or a little snack on it, little cookies on it with your mug. So there's lots of uses for these. If you do make anything else with these, or if you are just working on the project and you want to share your pictures, I would love to see them. You could share them on our Facebook page, which is Intertwined Art on Facebook. And you can find us, there is a link on the YouTube channel here directly to our Facebook, and also from the blog to the Facebook as well. So you can find us easily, and I would love to see the pictures of what you are making as we're working on this project. All right, here's our last one. It looks like we're finishing up with a single and then a double crochet. And now you're going to grab your scissors again, leave a little bit of a tail for sewing, clip that off. Once again, pull that through the working loop to fasten off, pull it tight, and you're all set. You'll see that the flower has started its own natural spiral here, so just use your hands and kind of arrange it so it looks pretty to you, and then you will just fasten it on. So as we're sewing this on, I'll show you how to do this real quick. Here's a white square. The plain square pattern is also available at intertwinedart.com and here on the YouTube channel, so you can find the pattern for this as well. Then you take your hat piece and weave in this little end first on the back of the purple, and then just take the longer end and sew around the top of the hat and through the middle here. I left the brim free so it kind of gives it a three-dimensional effect. It kind of sticks up in its nice ruffly effect there. And as you're sewing this on, here's the black piece. I took it and put the stitch at the bottom so that the unworked portion of the chain was at the top. That's just personal preference. You can put it on however you'd like. As you're sewing these onto the square, make sure you're only going through the top of the white square so that all your stitching doesn't show through on the back, and then you'll just fasten your flower on here and you will be all set. So here is your hat square. Hats off to you. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please feel free to share it with your friends who love crochet and are looking for new free patterns as well. Thanks so much for joining us today on the channel. Bye-bye, everybody.